Well, there is a brand new stadium starting to take shape just across the way, but for now, the action is here at Highmark Stadium in Buffalo, New York. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the Bills winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here in Buffalo. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Running off tackle with Cook. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. This defense for the Jets, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And as in any game, are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches.
56. Middle.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The Bills at 8-2 on the year. And they come in as a team that looks like a well-oiled machine getting ready for the postseason. Winners at 8 of their last 10.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Cook. And taken down just shy of the 40. You talk about this Jets defense. They played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
Laying out is Davis, and he's got the football. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. On the carry, it's Cook. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. The tackle by Quincy Williams.
And that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 9. be complete to Cook. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. A tall task ahead of them here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Right back to Cook for another completion. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. The Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll try and start this drive in the air. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. You look at this Buffalo defense. They were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Give that sack to Kaiir Elam on the corner blitz.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it, and that will force a turnover on downs. Now Cook running right. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They run it again with Cook. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. It's his 12th rushing touchdown, his 14th overall. And the Bills will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got him this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up. And it carries over to the other side of the ball.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that both says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now Rodgers. Open man downfield is Hardman. He's got it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally. Shifts past him at the 45. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Abanikanda on 1st and 10. Able to fight through one tackle. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Israel Abanikanda, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from evening this one up. Zerline connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. 52 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. On the return is Cohen. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Abanikanda. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
Partner, normally double coverage is reserved for receivers and tight ends, but this time they actually targeted the running back with it, and it still wasn't enough. He attacked the defense and got in a great position to haul in the catch and get a nice gain out of it.
Rodgers now on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Third down. Here's a big... Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet.
Wow. That ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Let's go, let's go.
They start the drive with Cook. And a short pickup to about the 25.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Allen. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Here comes Cohen. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Jets will take over.
At their own 38-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time they were stopped on 4th down. Had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what...
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 97 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. That's caught left side by Hardman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Rodgers wants to change the look. The tight end in motion right. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described.
Touchdown, Jets. C.J. Uzomah, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets have taken the lead. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Hey, hold. 5 wide.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play here for Buffalo. 42 yards.
Well, Josh Allen just might have the strongest arm in the NFL. And at 6'5", he can put his whole body into it, too. And this, an absolutely gorgeous throw. Perfect arc, and it results in a big pickup.
Alert!
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And complete right side to Cook. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Allen trying to hurry everybody up to the line of scrimmage. In motion right, that's Hyatt.
Half 85.
And again, it's Allen. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
In motion right is Davis.
56.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cook. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Jets are going to get the football back. In a design QB run in that spot, maybe trying to catch the defense off guard a bit. It didn't work, though.
Again, we're seeing that college influence come into the NFL. Quarterback run game on 4th down. We didn't see that very much in the previous years in the NFL.
No, seeing it more. Saw it there. Did not work out. Turnover on downs. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and really added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
On the handoff, and he loses the football a second time. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. This is intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this 3rd quarter at their own 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield. Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. In motion right, that's Hardman. The give now to Abanikanda. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 113 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Abanikanda once again. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
In motion right, that's Hardman. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. That is caught. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. Here's Abanikanda. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 9. A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll give him 40 yards there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Rodgers now to throw. He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Jets take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Zerline good with a PAT, and it's now 21-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
3rd and 13.
Alert! Middle. Half.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Fielded at the 33. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
Their own 37-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Go to 50. Hey, you watch.
They'll begin on the ground here with Abanikanda. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here's Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Mecole Hardman, 61 yards. And the Jets take a 3-touchdown lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And no thought of a return here for Hines.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Hey, tight, tight, tight.
Allen now on first down. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
Well, partner, they certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
That's out quickly to Hyatt. And a gain of 4 gets them right to the midfield stripe. And now they're in the hurry-up. From midfield, here's Allen. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 26. Now Allen again. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Jets are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, it's Rodgers. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
The Jets take over 1st and 10.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the pick six we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a two-possession game as they control their destiny in this fourth quarter. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw here pulled in by Lazard. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They'll run it with Abanikanda. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 149 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 45-yard line. And they'll go again with Abanikanda. 20 down the right sideline. That all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Israel Abanikanda with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after it's into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Abanikanda. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on 1st down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the 1st down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to make 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the 1st down because in college football, the clock stops with every 1st down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Kaiir Elam makes a pick. And the Bills are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The interception was a good starting point, but still a huge hill to climb with his 3-score deficit and time fading. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
It's a pickup of 6.
Now Allen. Over the middle, complete. It's Cook. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On 1st down, Allen. And this is taken in at the 5. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. And That last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000 is a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
Again, it's Cook. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. Allen going to change this at the line.
At the Jets' 4-yard line.
He'll try again. And he'll be stopped up short as the tackle is made at about the 3. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
This Jet defense so far standing tall. They need another stop now, 3rd and goal. Firing quickly is Allen. That's complete. Touchdown, Bills. Jalen Hyatt from 3 yards out. And the Bills have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
And now an audible here into something else.
Hey, take 26.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
Inside. Go to 50.
Here's Rodgers to throw.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Right. Wind out. You got 58. Hey, take 26. Hey.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Now here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. To throw is Allen. Flush to his right.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
2nd and 10.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now Allen. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A big play looming on third down. Allen. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Jets are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Rodgers directing traffic, going to change the play. Another run on second down, trying to cover up. And he will have a Jets first down, and that should just about do it. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Inside the 10, and he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Israel Abanikanda, his third touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Jets have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And no thought of a return here for Hines.
At their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's second and long.
Hey, hold. 5 wide.
Throwing now is Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Jordan Poyer on the tackle. It's a gain of 5.
On second down, it's Abanikanda. Pushes him over. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear?